It started like any other night, but something was wrong. Something dark, something that should not have appeared in this world. An old man went into the forest and came back changed. His name was Thomas, a former forest ranger. He lived alone in a small cabin on the edge of an African reserve, hundreds of kilometers from civilization. After his wife died, he left everything behind. His children never came. His life was simple: the forest, silence, old books, and the night sounds of the wild that he knew like the back of his hand. But a few weeks before that night, the sounds began to change. At first, he heard them from afar. A long, deep growl, not like a leopard, not like a hyena. It was human-like. One night around 3 in the morning, Thomas woke up to a dull, heavy knocking on the window. He went outside with his rifle, but there was no one on the porch. Only strange tracks, round, predatory, but small. A kilometer from his home, in a pit, he found it, a lion cub, wounded, barely alive, breathing fast as if something was chasing it. He took it home, cleaned its wounds, gave it some milk, wrapped it in a blanket. Then he heard a roar right behind the house, deep, tearing, the kind that clenches your heart. But there was nothing there, only the forest and eyes shining in the dark. In the following days, the cub, whom he named Kai, slowly recovered. But with his healing, the unease grew. Every night something came near the house. He decided to find out what it was. He went down to the village to see an old shaman who had lived there since before the reserve was established. The shaman looked at the photos of the tracks and turned pale. Then he said, "This is not a beast. This is her trail, the lioness who escaped from the blood cage. She is not just an animal. She is cursed. She carries the spirit of rage within her." 40 years ago, mutated hybrids were kept illegally in that area for fights and experiments. One of them escaped, a female. She destroyed the entire camp. Only one guard survived, who said her eyes glowed in the dark. Now she has returned, and she wants her cub back. Thomas prepared himself. He knew he couldn't kill her, but he could protect Kai. Night came early. He put the cub in the basement, barred the door, loaded his rifle, and waited. Around midnight, the doors trembled. Then a knock, another, and another. Then silence. He stepped out of the cabin and saw her, a huge black shadow, eyes like coal, mouth dripping with blood. She did not roar. She just stared. And then he understood. She did not want to kill. She was looking for her son. He opened the basement door. Kai slowly stepped out, small but already with fangs. They looked at each other. A moment, and the lioness turned and vanished into the forest. Kai followed her, without a sound. 6 months passed. Thomas was alone again. At night he hears something passing by the house. It never attacks, it just watches. Sometimes he wakes up because someone leaves dead prey by his door. As a sign of respect, as gratitude, he is no longer afraid, because he knows in the forest lives a lion who remembers him, and nearby, a shadow watches over him while he sleeps. Some stories have no logical explanation, but they are real. Sometimes the scariest creatures are not monsters, but those we betrayed and whom nature has brought back. Like, if you enjoyed this eerie story, subscribe so you don't miss new ones. Darker, more real,